Okay, let's go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell to all so you'll be notified of all the new content that I'm pushing. And I want to thank all my subscribers for all their support. All right, so because this is a growing channel, I'm new. Like I said, I'm going on month 2. Anyways, so the new story today is in Nevada. 2 inmates were stabbed at High Desert Prison in Nevada, which is a medium max prison, and the prison in remember the incident about a month and a half ago in Ely prison? That was a max prison. So they're making High Desert a max prison now, where it was medium max, and they're transferring inmates from Ely and to there and there to here. So let's watch this news clip. It's real short. It's very low volume. That's the way it comes off. I don't know how, there's no way to change it. That's just the way they came out, how it comes off. So you might have to turn your volume up a little bit while the news clip's playing, and then turn it back down so I don't blow your eardrums out when I'm talking. Hope that helps. Anyways, let's get into that. We'll watch this here and then go from there.
Now to High Desert State Prison inmates are being treated after a stabbing that took place yesterday. A source who worked closely with a state prison tells Channel 13 the stabbing may be gang-related, and the inmates involved in the incident were just recently transferred to High Desert from Ely State Prison, that is. This comes after a massive prisoner swap earlier this month, making High Desert a maximum security prison. We reached out to the Nevada Department of Corrections and are waiting to get more details on the condition of the prisoners that were injured.
All right, so that's pretty much it for that. Let's see if we can do, hopefully this works this time, because this is like the 5th time I've done it, and it doesn't want to work, and it doesn't want to work. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read it to you guys, since it doesn't want to work. I tried it like 5 times. For some reason, this story does not want to play. So let me go ahead and get rid of it. Does not want to cooperate. But I appreciate all you guys' patience on that. All right, so let me pull this up here so I can read it to you guys. So here it is. Source: gang-related prison stabbing at High Desert, a result of prison swap. Channel 13 has been covering a recent state prison swap, and now a source close to the prison system says a stabbing has resulted from it. Clark County. 2 inmates are currently undergoing medical treatment after a stabbing took place at High Desert Prison on Wednesday. The Nevada Department of Corrections, NDOC, said. A source who works closely with the state prison system tells Channel 13 the stabbing was gang-related. The source claims it involved members of the Surenos, whatever. I know, I'm probably not saying it right. According to the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, the Surenos, also known as Sur 13, is a criminal street gang that originated in Southern California. The U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement says the Surenos has hundreds of cliques around the United States. The Surenos and affiliates pay tribute to the Mexican Mafia, with the number 13 signifying the letter M. According to the U.S. Department of Justice National Gang Intelligence Center 2011 National Gang Threat Assessment, the Surenos were expanding faster than any other national level gang in the country at this point, which is true. At the state and state and federal level. Because at one point, they were in mostly state prisons. Now they're in the federal prisons. I mean, they've been in the federal prisons, but they're getting more presence in the federal prisons. The source tells Channel 13 that two Sureños were able to escape from their waist restraints, then started to stab two alleged Sureno dropouts. This incident follows the recent transition of High Desert from medium max facility to a max security facility. The source claims the prisoners involved in this stabbing were part of the prisoner swap from Ely State Prison and were in close custody. According to state regulation, close custody is a restricted level of supervision for offenders whose offense or conduct shows they have a potential of violence, escape, or disruption to the prison operations. Basically, a level 4 prison is what they're saying. According to the state, close custody is the custody designation for the general population of a maximum security institution. Again, level 4, 3 and 4. The source tells Channel 13 they have not received any update on the conditions of the prisoners hospitalized in the stabbing. NDOC said they are not releasing any more information at this time. So it's kind of basically the same thing as CDCR. They give out some information. They don't want to give you a whole lot of information, but that was enough. It was 2 dropouts. And what are they doing? It's because they're mixing. They're mixing, like California, taking away the S&Y yards, trying to integrate everybody together, and we all see how that's working out. People are getting they're getting booked on the regular, you know what I mean, in California. And that's just the ones they talk about. They don't talk about all of them. They tell you, they feed you a little bit of information, little news here and little news there, but they don't tell you all of them. But that's in Nevada, same thing. They're trying to, swap prisons, and then they got inmates going each direction, and people crossing paths. They know they're, they're dropouts, so they're going to get at them. Anyways, I wanted to talk about, since we're on the subject, because I talked about it in one of my other videos. Well, any of the CDCR videos of any inmates assaults and things like that, about the California project and how they are trying to be like Norway. Well, I talked to my buddy yesterday, and I'd mentioned this in a prior video. My buddy I have a good friend that he's born and raised in Norway. That's, I met him through a mutual friend, and it was a business that he has in Norway, and I was trying to help him out here in the United States. And really good dude, but he was in prison in Norway. And we talked about it. I questioned him a lot we've been friends for years, but I never really asked these questions. We talked about our war stories, I got locked up. Yeah, I got locked up when I was younger, too. And I was asking him about the whole Norway project and does it deter crime? But he was telling me the crime there is not crimes with guns and things like that are not very, prevalent. They're like they are in California, in the United States. He said, the United States is way more dangerous than here. And he lives in Norway. He's been to prison in Norway. And then his brother has been locked up. He was locked up, he said, since he was a little kid, pretty much most of his life. Now he's out. But he's got some really good input on that, punishment wise. He was saying that there's this one case where this guy had killed multiple people, and it resulted from an explosion or something. I don't even remember. He said that they max people out there at 20 years. That's what max is for the prison there. It's 20 years. And when you're in a max prison, you get these studio apartments. The worst, he was basically breaking it down. The worst of the worst get these little studio apartments. You got a PlayStation, he goes, and everything. And you know what kind of punishment you get if you do anything, if you get in trouble or something? He said they'll take your PlayStation away from you. Man, he was telling me some wild stories. Like they got to go to the movies, like not in the prison, like actually to the movies. And the COs take them to the movies. And grocery store, like they give them a list. The CO goes to the grocery store and shops for them. It's crazy. I'll let him tell the story, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information on it. That's in Norway. And that's what California's trying to copy. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope this video was informational for you. If I get any or see any updates on this particular story, I will. There are some rumors floating around about the story I did on the sheriff who unloaded on the judge in his chambers, but I don't want to speak on that until I get concrete information on that. And it's still under investigation, so I don't know how these other people are getting their information. Because if it's open investigation, and nobody's should be talking, and it's in Kentucky, unless you lived in Kentucky and you're working there. I mean, other than that. Anyways, I get any more updates. I'll try to keep you guys updated on this scenario and any other stories I do. The problem is they put these stories out. They say they're under investigation. You never hear about them again. They don't want to talk about them anymore. They don't want to give you updates unless you go digging and digging and digging and digging. So I get any updates, I'll update you guys on this Nevada, these two inmate dropouts that were stabbed, and how, what happened there. I mean, we know what happened. But what they say happened. So anyways, guys, everybody be safe. See you on the next one. Peace.